get these doors out of the way. On today's episode of Hultstead Garage on YouTube, how to turn your K-Series International truck into a convertible. I probably should have filmed the intro before I started cutting it to pieces. I'm going to use this piece of flat bar, mark out a 8-inch wink wink. That's you gotta stick together, fellas. That's for the ladies. Well, an 8-inch piece, 8-inch spacer, and that's what we'll use to mark all of our spots on the truck to chop. That'll keep everything at the same level. The 8-inch mark, 8-inch. Okay, okay, got you, fellas. Don't worry. Now, nobody think I know what I'm talking about, because I don't. So what I'll do, I'll measure off this belt line up to where I want my bottom of my cut to be, and then I'll use my spacer, my 8-inch spacer. It's 3 inches to make it even all the way across the whole truck, that belt line, and then I'll know exactly that I'm as wide as this piece, which is 8 inches, 3 inches. And everything will be copacetic and all the same measurement. Also, judging, I want somewhere relatively straight here, so it's easy to line up after. But if I cut, I don't know if I can cut there. I might be able to go straight across right here. I've seen lots of guys cut here, then they come down, at least on the old Chevys, and then they cut underneath the window. Whoops. Then they cut underneath the window, which is what I was thinking, but I'll just check this out. Not counting, obviously we got a big dent right there. It's too big of a piece. So anywhere, not counting that dent, anywhere along there really looks to be fairly straight and true. Out a little bit up there. If you're here for a how-to chop your truck video, this is more of a me speaking out loud as I figure it out. Okay, I made my decision. I'm gonna have to live or die by it. I decided my height off of the window here. I measured from the sill here down to the middle here, marked it, and then I did the same, came down to the where it would be was here, and then I just measured up from there, and it ended up being 1.5 inches. So I went 1.5 inches off the belt all the way around, put my 3-inch piece all the way around, and now I still have to figure out the A-pillar. I'm pretty sure there's some lead down here. I'll use this. I'll figure out my space and figure out my 3 down and make sure it's somewhere where I can keep everything straight. Okay, got the doors kind of marked out as well. Left a passenger side. Well, I didn't write on it, but I should. Need to get this window to go down so I can chop that thing. And then we'll go from there. Did you guys know I put a vortex in there? Yeah, yeah. I was doing stuff when I wasn't on filming here. It's more of a good storage spot. So lastly, besides cleaning up all my junk, if we look at our A-pillar, this point and this point will be connected. That means this whole windshield has to come down this way, right? So we're out at least 1 inch, 1.5 inches. So that means the whole cab top will move ahead 1.5 inches, which means this will not line up. So to fix that, we'll end up having to make a cut here and over and all the way across the roof, and then hopefully we can use this leftover piece to weld into there to make everything line up. That might be making about as much sense as an ice cube sandwich right about now, but in my head, it's making sense to me. Let's get these doors out of the way. These marked out, but I won't cut either of these ends until I actually have it chopped and welded on, and I'll worry about the doors after the fact. Hey, inside is marked out. We're going to, in the end, we lose this top rib, which is fine. We'll come to our seam. This will be a straight down cut. So this will drop inside of there to get to the next level lower, coming around that way. I think I'll cut the top cut across there now, and then I don't know if I need to. I'm probably going to run a brace across here on the other side and then one across that way. I saw another guy cutting International, I think it was Knucklehead Garage. If it was, go check him out. If it wasn't, sorry, go check him out anyway. Anyway, he did that. I don't know if it's necessary, but I figure, you know what, I think that's a good idea. That way you don't get any movement in the lower part of your cab. Everything stays where it's supposed to be, so when you're putting the top back on, your doors and everything should all line back up properly. That's the theory. New day, new me, same tools sitting on the front of the cab. Where are we at here? Yesterday got cut short because we had to go pick that guy up. Need that for kid's truck. We got our support pieces in. Before I welded those in, I cut the top layer of the cab right down to these corners, and now I'll cut the rest of the top line. Just doing the top first. I'll do that after. And we'll do the top of the A-pillar as well. We'll get this cab off here, and once the cab's out, then we'll cut the bottom lines and get the A-pillars lined back up so we can get everything welded back up. But before we do that, I would like to make this roof just a tad bit nicer. Doesn't gotta be perfect. I would like these back dents a little smoother. Doesn't, like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna leave this, obviously. I mean, why not? Somebody's old weld job, that adds a bit of character. Big crease like this one here, I ain't gonna worry too much about that. Adds a bit of character. I'd like this to be a little straighter. There's a couple spots in the middle. You guys are gonna end up having to slice the middle, and whatever we weld in, those dents, they're gonna be stuck there. They're gonna be permanent. So it'd be nicer to get just a little more true. Get them bad boys out. Oh yeah. Safety third. The door got me in the back. The door got me in the back. Okay. I got some light in here, like we can like clean up the rest of this cab. Yeah. Maybe guy could get his hands in there and like clean out any dents. I should leave it just like this. When the beautiful one gets home from work, she's gonna come out here and be like, what the fuck did you do? Nah, she won't care. Now what? Finish cutting that, fix these dents, weld some shit back together. Sounds like a plan to me. I won't make you watch me cut the rest of it. Maybe I'll cut the A-pillars just so you don't think I'm welding it back on the same, you know, some kind of crazy YouTube fuckery with like some like green screens or something. You know, I think I'm actually gonna pump some tunes over there and get cutting this up, and we'll come back when we're fixing some dents before we weld stuff back together. Come over. It's a surprise. Do you like surprises? Okay. I just made the best short ever. Sent it to my brother-in-law. Come over. Actually, I'll put it in there. Okay. Or something similar. Of the sound. It's my voice. It's not the kid from the video. We got her trimmed down. And I got to do a little bit of cleanup. For the most part, she's done. So I'll finish cleaning up a little bit of this. We'll get onto that. Hopefully before the kids get off the bus, we'll at least have the A-pillars welded onto that sucker. I got the headliner piece out. I was trying to cut this out earlier. Cue the black and white video here. It was wedged in there, or sorry, it was stuck in there because of the hinge pieces. I couldn't get them to come loose. I tried to cut it out. This mouse nest kept trying to catch on fire. And I just said, you know what, I'll deal with it when I get the friggin' roof out of here. No living fivals in there. Just remnants of a family long gone. So I got that tape line. I'm gonna zip that off. Get a good part of those uglier dents out. Not the creases. The creases I don't care. I think I said that already. We'll weld that back in. We'll weld that back in. Then we'll take the whole roof and weld that back on. cardboard blocks. There's two of them on the inside of this inner structure of the cab. That's kind of neat. I don't mind that, you know, because I'm going for some character here. And it doesn't need to be perfect, but I get some of that out. It's actually making the roof more rigid, which it needs. It definitely needs to be stronger than what it is. Before, when I would push on it, it would push right back in. So got some rigidity back. Got rid of some of that tin canning. Even tougher down here. Better than it was there. Oh, got some more work to do in this area, obviously. Okay, we're a little bit cattywampus, but damn. Obviously, like I said, that's going to be out. But we're going to end up having to cut across that. The roof is still not perfect, but it is more perfect than it was, and I'm just going to go with that. I had no intention to make it perfect. If I did make it perfect, I would have wanted to paint it, and I don't want to paint it. I want the cab to look like this. The other side, again, slightly cattywampus. It's not too bad. I don't think we're gonna have to do really any adjusting on the A pillar here. I think we'll be able to get it lined up. And then split the top and do our adjustment on the back. I am happy with that. That looks badass. Yeah. I know, everybody's like, it still looks like shit. I don't care. That's my piece of shit that looks like shit. And I think it looks friggin' awesome. Gene Woodfield would say, that's bitchin'. Okay. Time to film the outro. I'm stoked. That's awesome. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments, please. I read them all. You can give me your opinion. I have my opinion. I probably did something wrong. I'm sure I did lots wrong. Whatever. You want to see more of this truck? You want to see some more of the other ones that I have around the yard that I need to be working on at some point? Like, share, comment, share, follow. There'll be more to come on this thing first before anything else, but hey, I think this is freaking awesome. Later.